Hey guys, welcome back to my craft room. I have finished off the December paper crate kit. Oh my gosh, I loved this. This was so fun to work with, let me tell you. So, just a little quick review if you guys didn't watch the box opening, the unboxing. We got the Bunny Slopes Catherine Polar. So cute, so fun. It does stink a little bit when you first open it, so forewarned. Sometimes the stinky inks can get a little bit much. This one was okay, and it aired out, quite lovely. So I did not use the tape runner. I don't like to use untested tape adhesive, so I need to test it out before I even use it. So I did go ahead and use my ATG and also my Aleene's Tacky Glue. I used the Memento, of course, beautiful. There was quite a bit of an issue using this little guy though. We got a little inky because my fingernails tend to be a little bit longer sometimes, and the ink, they just, I'll clip the cube, or this one's the drop, I'll hold it with my fingertips, and my nails will just go right into the ink. I did use the dauber. I made it all the way through, and then on the last card I think I pulled it out. I used the broken china. I used the pumice stone once. Oh my gosh, they should have left the pumice stone out and put in a pink or a red. Oh, that would have been so good with this kit. I did not use the embossing. I didn't think anything needed it. And honestly, I think all the cards turned out good without even embossing. So if, my recommendation, not a white embossing powder. I would have done red, pink, something that coordinates rather than a white. I know they're going for you emboss your snowflakes or whatever and then you ink over it, but the sentiments would have looked so good if they were embossed. But new product for me, the Nuvo drops. Oh, I love them. I am now addicted to them. I was like, yeah, I don't need to get them. They're kind of more of a pain than just buying the enamel dots. No. I love it. I do see some, issues with them in my future if I do end up going with them a little bit more. They do take a while to dry. Although I did a really thin layer, and they were pretty much dry by the time I got done with the kit. I think the last few cards, of course, were not done, but I just had those stand up. But the rest of them I was able to lay flat. Just because of the way that I work, I do all of my kits all at one time. So, not all of my kits, but the kit that I'm working on, I do all of my projects at that time. So it's kind of hard to do the Nuvo drops because I don't have very many places to put the cards. But what I found was I would just stack them like this, and that kind of worked. And then some of them I didn't do the Nuvo drops, so I would just stack those like normal. So kind of time or space saving in that way. I have all of the envelopes, of course. They are ready to go, I did not use any of the card bases, so I cannot attest to how those are. They were not scored. So I went ahead and just used my pre-scored and cut bases. Because I didn't want to take the time to score these when I already have cut bases that are scored. So I went ahead and just forwent those card bases and just went with mine. Of course, I told you guys during the unboxing I would not be using any of the card recommendations, their actual card kit, because I like to make as many things as I can with a kit. So, but here are my projects. I say projects because we do have some gift bags. Oh, they turned out so cute. I love this kit. It is adorable. This stamp set, just right up my alley. Look at that font. Oh, it's so cute. See, I wish there was a pink ink instead of the pumice stone. Or even like leave out the embossing, because you can emboss with any color. And like just a pink ink or a red ink would have been so cute, because then you could do the hearts. But I mean, it turned out cute even just with the blue. But so those are my bags. And then I did 10 cards. I do try to do 10 cards at least, like a minimum. That's how many I like to do. That's just my kind of standard. So here we have this one. This was my last card. And I was like, you know what, let's pull out the little finger dauber. So basically a bunch of scraps hanging out on this card. And I do have those Nuvo drops. I know technically you're supposed to make them a lot thicker and more of a like rounded, you know, but I wasn't wanting to wait that long for them to dry. Actually, it worked out perfect because these flat ones, they dried within, you know, I think it took me like an hour to do the kit, maybe 2. So here is this one. Oh, and because this was the last one, I did go ahead and color, but on all of the other ones, I did not color in the images. Just because, you know, true to the kit, I tried to stick there. And here you can see one of the mats. All of them I did not add any extra scraps because I just didn't have them, except for this last one. So here's this one. I'm a little, like, I'm very much a perfectionist, and it's very hard to get the circles to be the same size and perfectly circular. They're a little lumpy. And like I had to keep adding into it just to make sure that they were the same size. So like the perfection in me, it says I don't like these, but also I kind of love them. So I don't know, I'm torn. But here is this one. I like the added just a little bit of glitz. You know, kind of looks like a little bit of snowball or something. I did not cut any of the mats, I just used them as mats. Oh, and of course I brought in my own white paper for stamping. Just 110 pound. Oh, I love this one. It's so cute. It's like probably the most chaotic, but it's adorable. That red pop. And I didn't even use a mat. I just inked the edges of that white mat that I put on. I think that one turned out adorable. They're all adorable in their own. As you can see, I have my go-to when I have certain lengths of paper. So you kind of can see that if you've watched a lot of my card kit videos. You'll see kind of repeats of how I use different papers. But it kind of happens when I do certain sizes and stuff. And also when I'm trying to maximize how many cards I get, it's a lot easier to just go with my flow of my comfort zone. But I was going to try and get 3 bags, but it ended up working out perfectly to get 2 out of 1, because I think it's just a 3x3. No, this is 3x3. 3 by, oh goodness, I think it's 3x5 is what it ended up being. And then this one was like 2.5, maybe even 2 inches by 4, I would think. So let me put these all down here. I did kind of want to stay in one directional of the cards, but I ended up just really wanting to do some landscape. So, I think they're all adorable though. I love this kit. I love the stamp set. It's gonna be for sure a really fun one, and it's definitely one that you can do the whole 10 cards 1 stamp set it's a versatile one. Like if I would have seen this on my own, this is probably one that I would have picked up because it's very versatile. And that's what I look for in stamp sets, is versatility. I like having the little guys. I like having the sentiments that match, you know, the quirky sentiments as well. I love quirky sentiments. And then the font, just amazing. So I'm glad I was able to play around with a new product. That was cool. But yeah, anything that I would change with the kit, I would say add in a pink ink cube instead of pumice stone or red. I think that would have been good. And didn't really need embossing, but I feel like I could see a lot of people doing the embossing, but I didn't think it needed it really. Other than that, I think... Oh, and score your card bases. That was kind of... Like, I feel like I'm expecting... Because that's something that can be done, and, you know... And it's a nice little touch for card kits, is just having the bases scored. So, but other than that, I don't think I had any other issues working with it. It was really fun. Yeah. And I used up all of the paper. I used up... Well, I think that was all. That was actually, like, usable. That you could use up. But tons of product left over. So I'm happy about that. My goodness. It's definitely worth the price, for sure. But customer service, that's my go-to point. So, but those are my cards that I made with the December, why do I want to say crate paper, but it's not. It's paper crate. I've gotten so used to the paper collection. I think it is just, everything turned out so cute. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you're having a crazy day. Good crazy, not bad crazy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.